Hello, my name is Colton McMahan, and my partner is Thomas Osborne. This is our missionary interview. Our missionary lives in the northeastern part of the United States in a town called Erie, Pennsylvania. His name is Gale Thornton. He currently serves God as the preacher at the Erie Church of Christ in Pennsylvania and has been a close friend of Thomas Osborne his entire life. We were unable to attain any video of him speaking, but Thomas called him and asked him a few questions about his experience as a missionary. Here is what we learned. First, we asked him where he went. In 1997, he served as a missionary in the city of Perm, which is in Russia. A little background information on the city of Perm is the most eastern city of Europe, and therefore its province is often termed Eurasia. Having a population of 1.2 million, Perm is the sixth largest city in Russia and the second largest in the Urals. The city was formerly called Molotov after the Minister of Foreign Affairs during Joseph Stalin's ruling. Perm stretches 65 kilometers along the impressive Kama River, Europe's fourth largest river by length. During Soviet times, Perm was a proper fortress because of the huge military industry in its region. All artillery and rocket vehicles, as well as intercontinental ballistic rocket launching systems, engines for MiG jet fighters, and cannons of all ranges were, and in less proportion still are, produced in Perm. The Soviets did an excellent job in hiding Perm and keeping it secret. Most people from outside the Urals simply did not know of the existence of the, at the time, 1 million citizens of Perm. Until the end of the Cold War, Perm did not appear on certain Soviet-made maps, nor did the roads towards it. Getting back on track. Next, he was asked what motivated him to go to Perm in the first place. His answer was simply he had a son in the AIM program that was over there years before, and his son really enjoyed his experience, and that motivated his father to go because he just wanted to share the experience with him. Next, Gale was asked what obstacles he had to overcome during his stay in Perm, Russia. He said there were many obstacles, but the biggest one was that the people he worked with spoke a different language, which was Russian. He said that the biggest barrier that he had to overcome was the language, but luckily he traveled with translators to ease the process. The biggest cultural challenge was the food that he had to eat during his stay in Perm. Unlike America, he said that there was no fast food in Perm, and the economical change was so vast, barely anybody had money that he was helping, which made it difficult to have resources, simple stuff like that. Gale Thornton had several very uplifting accomplishments during his time in Perm. He said that during his stay, there were 3 baptisms and a lady that he studied God's Word with joined the AIM program, which is the program Gale was in that brought him to Russia in the first place. However, there were a few disappointments. Money was very tight over in Perm, so they did not have all the resources that we in America take for granted, like having hot water or food whenever we need it, and the weather was very cold. It's Russia, so of course it's going to be cold. Next, we asked Gale if he would ever go back. Without hesitation, he said yes, he would love to go back, but his health and old age may be the deciding factor in whether he ever gets a chance to go back. Lastly, we asked him what his future plans were. He said that it was very hard to say. He would love to go back to Perm, or anywhere for that matter, and be a missionary and serve God if the opportunity ever presented itself. But currently, he is the preacher at the Erie Church of Christ in Erie, Pennsylvania, but he said that he will go wherever God calls him, even if that's halfway across the world again. Thomas and I sat down and discussed what we learned from this amazing trip that Gale had experienced, and we learned a few things. First, we realized that it doesn't matter how much money you have or how many resources you have. To truly make a difference, and I mean really make a difference in someone's life, all you have to do is try and share God's amazing word with anybody and everybody that will listen. Next, we learned that it is very important and very spiritually rewarding to go on a missionary trip or to simply help people and share God's word with the people that we see each and every day. Thank you.